and gentlemen, boys and girls, vroom vrooms and beep beeps everywhere, welcome to a very thrilling installment of Preston Can't Play. Raise that roof, boy. It's an audio medium. I'm the only one experiencing that. Were you sucking on the pen?
No, I just made a kissy sound right out of my mouth. I'm just so excited.
The scrappy youth who finds old man. That's Preston Black.
Oh, hey.
Old man with car that goes in time. That's Taun. I didn't even think about this as a time travel thing. That was the smartest one I've ever done. Nice. Taun Mitchell.
Wow, how relevant.
Good job, me. GG.
Yo, we're playing Chrono Trigger.
Well, we're not. I am. I'm behind the controller. It's my first time, kind of. We're playing Chrono Trigger. Yeah. That's correct, because you're going to be guiding me. Otherwise, I'll get lost.
That's right. The two of us are playing it together.
I've not played past, like, the first hour or two of this.
I told you a slight lie earlier when I was telling you that some of the complaints about this were that what did I say? That they didn't add enough to the game in the release. There was a second criticism. Load times.
Welcome to the disk-based era.
Which aren't even that bad. But as someone in a forum that I was looking at for some reason, because I hate my life, about video games, the SNES didn't have load times. So if you're playing one and then the other, it's like, oh my god, there's so much time. But if you're not,
it's easy to forget about.
It's your first experience, then you don't really even notice. We're playing Chrono Trigger. So constant listeners will know, I'm like married to the idea of playing games in their original format. It's
true. It was a beautiful wedding.
Taun believes that it's arbitrary and is unnecessary.
That's not true.
And that I'm silly.
Now this is getting even more untrue.
But I don't have a cart of Chrono Trigger. I used to, and I played it a lot, and I don't know where it went, if I'm being honest. But I no longer have it, and so I do have it downloaded on my PlayStation 3. And I didn't want to spend a lot of money on a replacement. I might at some point, because I'd like to have it. But I didn't want to spend a lot of money buying a cart of Chrono Trigger off the internet, because that can be pricey. So we're just going to play this, which the downloaded version from the PlayStation eStore is the re-release
go back to bed.
From the original PlayStation. They re-released it as a disc in 2001. Is that right? Did I see that right in the copyrights? Yeah. And then and then it was later re-released again on PlayStation as a part of a compilation with Final Fantasy VI, I want to say.
Question mark? That sounds right. Buy that for $1.
So we are playing a re-release of the game. But apart from some animated cutscenes and some like bonus features that you get from playing it through New Game Plus, there's no difference. So we're playing the game and more or less its original version. There's no like updates, added like gameplay content. It's just cutscenes, which are fun. You can pet the cat.
It's always my favorite part about this game.
If you talk to your mom again, she'll give you some money.
We can run. Oh, I almost forgot. Here's your allowance, dear. Have fun at the fair. Damn.
All right, so yes, so as Taun said,
can you follow me?
This is his first real time playing the game. Do you want to describe your previous experience playing the game in case we haven't talked about it on?
Yeah, I mean, I tried to run it on an emulator on my computer back in like high school, maybe, but I forget what even happened. But I got a little ways in. Maybe like my save files just weren't working, so I couldn't get very far in it. And I didn't at the time care enough to like figure it out. I just went and played something else that was gonna work right. Oh, hi guys. And then I've tried also to play it on an emulator on my phone, but what was the issue with that? I think the app I was using as an emulator just kind of quit working after a while. So I was playing like a few games, and then it just like wouldn't open anything anymore. So it's like, okay, fuck it. And then I have bought it on the PS1 version, but I don't think I've actually played it. I think I just found it cheap at like a yard sale or something. It's like, oh, cool, score, and then it just sits on my shelf now. But I've never gotten much past the first time jump. For anyone that means anything to.
That's basically like the first mission for all intents and purposes.
Mm-hmm.
This game isn't like segmented so much into missions like I would think. I don't know. I guess it kind of is. This game means so. It's one of my favorite games, like most games that we play on this channel. But it means most games that I play on this channel. But it means so much to me that I tend to like set it apart from other RPGs. And I hold it in very high regard, as a lot of people do. But in that sense, I sort of don't see it as being structured in the same way that a lot of other JRPGs are, which I think you could make a case for objectively, but is probably more a subjective view. So this is a fun place, and there was a very brief series on Game Grumps where Aaron played this game solo. He didn't get very far. I don't even think he got as far as that first mission.
Okay.
And he just played like a little ways in. And he talked about this, but it's a really cool thing that they've done here, where they've created this Millennial Fair scenario, and it introduces you all these little mini games that are optional to take part in, and all these dialogue opportunities that you have that all teach you about the world that you're in, and all the mini games teach you about different mechanics that you're gonna encounter. There's a battle simulator. There's shops here right away for you to experience. There's like mini games where you have to tap quickly to do like all this stuff that you can choose to interact with that teach you about different mechanics in the game. It's really awesome. And so a lot of this section is optional. So if I'm very familiar with this game, and obviously Taun is not. So while Taun's playing, and I'm going to let him play the game, I'm basically going to act as a resource, because I'm pretty like 99% positive that at any given point I will be able to give you the answer if you have a question about like what you're supposed to be doing or where to go or something like that. So
these guys are just fucking chumps. Are you kidding me?
So that being said, if you need to know like, all right, like how do I move forward from this part, I'll tell you. But there's a lot in here for you to experiment with if you want to do that. And there's some other like little things that you can do in here that will have consequence later on.
Okay. Which I do not know about.
Which you don't necessarily have to do or not do. And that consequential isn't gonna necessarily like make or break your game.
Okay.
And it doesn't like change. It's just like a fun like kind of like
Oh, she freaked me out. I thought I was about to be attacked. It just ran away.
It sort of like interestingly teaches you that this game deals with cause and effect as a part of its narrative, and there's little like interactive ways for you to play with that. God, I love this game so much. I'm sorry.
It's very pretty and like kind of interesting, like how much it influenced later shit. Like obviously, there's a lot of stuff that once looked like a Super Nintendo game.
Yeah.
But like how much stuff tries to look just like this one though.
Yeah.
What happens if I don't?
That's one of the things that can have an effect on something that happens later.
Cool.
So I can tell you that it is.
I'm going to give it back. I'm just curious about what the other option would occur.
Without like giving any like stories elements later on, like your character will be called into question later. So
gotcha.
If you don't want to give it back, or if you don't act like amicably towards her, it negatively affects your character.
Gotcha.
Or your character portrayal, I should say.
Oh, hi, my new best friend. Thanks for letting me name you. This is such a weird thing. In games like before, there were like I don't know, voice acting, or even like still, when it's like these are very clearly set characters. I'm not creating, an avatar of myself in this world. This is just an actual character that someone wrote. It's so weird that you can name those people to me.
Yeah. Can you name your characters in Final Fantasy 15?
No. Why?
I was just curious because it seems like such a relic.
Yeah.
But I feel like it still is sort of in play, particularly in games that are like trying to capture more of like a nostalgic feel.
Yeah.
But I was thinking like Final Fantasy X, you can't do that.
Right.
Or can you?
Do I know the latest gossip? No.
No, because they use voiceover. So you can't give people that option if there's a voiceover element, unless you script a game where they never directly address anybody.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm also reading dialogue, so sorry if I'm...
No, you're fine. Believe me, I know. I know playing RPG. When you're trying to do this show. Anyway, so...
What's this thing? I want to interact with it, too. Oh, bad news about your lunch, bud. Kitty go by. Whatever.
Yeah, it's weird. And I mean, obviously, like, that comes from an era of RPGs where the characters weren't so overt. And they were kind of just, like, blank tropes or archetypes for you to, like, fill in your own information with.
Right. It truly didn't matter what their name was, kind of thing.
Yeah.
There's canvases for you to project on.
Right. But it is kind of funny, like, to think, like, yeah, these are pre-existing people who just allow you to call them whatever you want. And they're always like, my name is...
yeah, especially when they're awkward about it.
Yeah.
Like, what was my name again? It just seems like it makes... If I were making a game... I don't know, I feel like it'd mean more to me that my characters have names.
Yeah.
And, like, they have suggested names, so, like, you totally do have the option.
Yeah.
To just use their character names, but I don't know. It just seems... It's a weird thing.
Yeah.
To me.
It's funny... And this happens in this game, and I think it happens in Chrono Cross as well, and I imagine it happens at some point in other games, where characters who are already established in the game join your party, and then you have the option to change their name. And it's like, I've been talking to this person the whole time.
Right.
We've used his name, and now I'm changing his name.
Right. Now I'm just rewriting this history?
Yeah.
This one's gonna end up being a slow play with me behind the controls.
Why do you think that?
I am gonna be reading all the text because I don't know what it is.
Oh, that's fine.
And I'm just not familiar with it.
I read a lot of the text during Final Fantasy VII. You probably just don't notice because you're often not paying attention during a lot of those times.
Well, I assume you just leave it on for people to read. I just assume you know what everything says in that whole entire game.
No, a lot of times I'm reading it. If it's stuff that's like not like heavy story stuff, I will usually like tend to breeze through it. Like when we were doing the chocobo racing stuff, like, and they were just building towards that, I was like, okay, I don't care.
Whatever.
Why are you so good at this? Not good enough.
Why am I awfully competitive?
Jeez. But no, a lot of the times I'm reading along. Sometimes I'll leave it up if there's. Usually the times that I leave it up is when
Can I get 8? Can I do 8?
That's up to you.
Do I get a thing?
I don't think so. I think that guy just gives you a thumbs up. You're violent. Oh, you're slowing down. You're not gonna get 8. I can hear you slowing down.
What? No. Yeah, I'm not as good at that as I used to be. When I was younger and had those child muscles. Does that make any sense?
I think the most I've ever gotten in that is 6.
Oh, no big deal. I got 7.
Well.
Oh. Took me a while to read what was going on. After pressing the circle button and dashing here and there, I'm pooped, but this dance has me rejuvenated. Can I get pooped? Is that what that's telling me?
No.
What? What? That's amazing. Can I do that in all the game?
No.
I'm trapped. I'm gonna die.
You can only do it on this screen.
Somebody help. Okay, I'm free again. I do love Super Nintendo music.
Yes, and this game is choice. Music.
Choice.
Yeah.
Can I talk to the performers? And they're just gonna say Jurassic Rhythm, huh? I also, when I play RPGs, I talk to everybody.
It's fine. I think this is a good game for that. There's a lot of flavor you get from just like chatting people up.
And you get free shit a lot of the time.
Yeah. Sometimes people just give you stuff.
There we go. That's the fucking move right there.
Oh, that booty slap?
Is that what that is? Oh, yeah, it is.
She's doing a booty slap. I don't think he is. I think he's just like celebrating.
Oh, it's directional. That's fun. I thought everything would force me to face forward.
Oh no, it was a good game.
Roasted. Gotta roast them and toast them. There's only one thing I haven't done yet.
What's that?
Oh, there's a tent over here.
Oh yeah. The tent of horrors.
Ooh. They just teach you about taxes. Ooh. This is fun.
Do you have silver points? Oh yeah, you got some from El Gato. Or just Gato.
I got one for something else. I forget what. I'm VX. I'm Wedge. I'm Pieta. I'm Peter. I'm Peter. Oh.
It'd be nice if they told you what you were doing.
Yeah. That might have been a nice touch. Well, fuck that. I want to find Pieta. This means I just gotta fight. Can you just grind in this section?
You can fight Gato over and over again.
What for?
Experience. What do you mean grind? But what do you mean by grind?
I can just keep fighting him over and over again to get all the silver points.
Oh yeah.
But what's the good of the silver points?
They're just fun bucks for this section.
Fun bucks?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna get anything here that's gonna like impact.
Do you follow
the rest
when
of
I
the
say
game.
that? When I use the term fun bucks, do you like follow my meaning? Because I use that expression a lot for this very specific like purpose. And I don't
It's
know.
Monopoly money.
Yeah, I don't know if anyone ever like follows what I mean by that.
Yo,
But yeah, you can't like buy stuff with your silver points or anything like that. It's
Okay.
just that's it.
Okay.
The highest value thing that you can use your silver points for are you're dead. Are the highest price game in the Norston Beckler lab. The Tent of Horrors, which is a different game than the Shell game.
Okay. But what do you get for doing it?
I don't think you get anything. I think it's just for fun.
Whack. You don't get gold for it?
I don't think so.
I'm perturbed.
My name is Gato. I have metal joints. You can beat me up and get 15 silver points.
Oh, that's pausing. I was trying to go to my screen.
Oh.
And this happened. I'm like, cool. Do I not get to? I do get to. Triangle doesn't dance here.
Oh no.
One thing I don't miss is Super Nintendo RPG inventory screens. Maybe it's just specifically this one and Legend of Mana? Legend of Mana? Legend of Gaia? What am I thinking of?
There's Legend of Mana was on PlayStation.
Okay, Legend of Gaia.
And there's Illusion of Gaia on SNES. And there's Secret of Mana.
Secret of Mana. That's the one.
SNES, okay.
But it's inventory screen. I've never played it, I don't think, but it looks like a fucking nightmare.
Why don't you like this inventory screen?
Look at this shit.
I'm looking at it.
It's just, they don't tell you what they are.
Pretty clear.
They're pictures. Because you've played it 1,000 times.
I guess.
I see this little picture of Chrono. I'm like, what the fuck is that? And like, oh, I guess that's how they're feeling. Oh, she leveled up. I guess they have elements? I don't know what the fuck that means. That means nothing to me.
Yeah, that hasn't been explained yet. I don't know why they give you that information like before it's explained.
Is it their like astrological signs?
Yeah.
What's your sign? Oh, wait, we're the same sign, aren't
Lightning. I'm a Capricorn.
we? Are Capricorns lightning?
Sagittarius. Sorry. Or are you a Capricorn?
I'm a Sag.
Saggy. I'm like a cusp.
Ooh, on the cusp of glory.
A little bit of both. I'm down for anything. All right. Well, let's say we continue this timely adventure on the next episode.
Stop laughing at yourself.